Yeah, hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to thetitlage.com. And in this video, I will be showing you how to create a drag and drop file uploader in HTML5 and jQuery. Guys, if it's HTML5, it's quite obvious it's not going to work in Internet Explorer. But the best thing about this script is we can actually figure out which all browsers do not support this HTML5 drag and drop functionality. So we can give them a fallback by providing a simple HTML file uploader. Okay, and in order to achieve this particular functionality, we would be using a jQuery plugin that is file drop. So if you will go to GitHub right now, you just need to access this particular URL and you will be on this particular page. The actual file you need is jquery.filedrop.js, and below is the entire documentation how to use it. So today I would be showing you a very simple way to upload the files to your server and then show it to the user without even refreshing the page. And if you guys want, you can read the entire documentation and you can make it more functional and more dynamic. So you can go ahead and you can download this particular file. I already have the copy of it on my desktop. And one more thing we need is a copy of jQuery. So I have the 1.6.2 version of jQuery. So I'm going to cut both of them from here. And inside my WAMP folder, I'm going to create a new one. And I'm going to name this to uploader. Inside it, I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to name this one to JS. And inside it, I'm going to paste my file drop file and a copy of jQuery. Next thing is we need an index file. So out here, I'm going to create an index.php file. And I'm going to start with HTML5, very basic markup. So guys, you can get the markup from Google. You can search about it on about HTML5 markup, or you can pause the video for some second and just copy everything what I have wrote out here. I'm going to take this off. Plus, we don't need any style sheet because we won't be styling it. I would be providing very basic styles inside this file itself. Very first, I need two divs. So one of them gonna be the uploads. This would be the actual div where a person will have to drop the file in order to get it uploaded. And the next thing would be div ID, files area. Okay, this div would be containing the copy of images that we're gonna let the user upload. And out here, inside the head, I'm gonna write some very basic style. So let's say style for the uploads div. I'm gonna say width to 800 pixels with a margin to auto so that we can actually center it in the page. Give it a height of 200. Okay, and okay, we can give it a border of 4 pixels dotted black, and we need to put a z index to 3000. And I'll tell you later why we are doing this, and the position to render it. Okay, so we can actually go ahead and we can browse this particular page. So I'm going to say /uploader. Okay, this is the particular div we have. So every time we're gonna drop a file here, it would be uploaded to our server, and we're gonna save it to a folder. So very first, I'm gonna create that folder. I'm gonna name it to uploads. Okay, back to the index.php file. And next thing we need is to style this files area ID. So I'm gonna say ID files area. Just for now, I'm gonna give it a border. I'm gonna say border to 1 pixel solid so that we can actually see where this particular div is. And I'm gonna say a position to absolute. Okay, guys, come back. Refresh. We cannot see it till now. Let me put a space inside it. The next thing I'm gonna say is width to 800 pixels. Okay, come now. Okay, this is where we have. So now what I want is this particular div needs to be inside this particular div. So I'm going to open my Firebug. I'm going to say lift to 10%. Okay, this is fine. To 18.5%. And then I'm going to say top to 2%. Probably 3%. Okay, so this is how we want it to look. And I'm going to say height to 200 pixels. Or probably don't give it any height for now. So copy it, and I'm going to paste it back to my file. And I'm going to take the borders off. So guys, what we would be doing is every time we would be uploading a file, we would be dropping that to this particular div, which has an ID of uploads. And once the file is uploaded, we're going to append that particular image or that particular file. For this tutorial, we would be uploading images. So as of now, we would be showing that particular image inside this files area div. Okay, so I'm going to say span class image, give it a source to any image. I'm really sorry, everything is quite messed up out here. So, I'm just trying to get an image here so that we can actually see how our image is going to look after uploading. Okay. So, to my index file. Let's say width to the 100%. This needs to be the 100%. Okay. And here I'm going to say class image will have a width to 200 pixels and a height to 200 pixels. Okay. Here I'm going to say desert.jpg. Because it is not inside the images folder, so I'm going to take this off. Oh, it's quite bigger. Scan class image, have a width of 200 and a height of says height 100%. Okay, one more thing we need is provided a display to inline block. Otherwise, it's not going to take any kind of a width we're going to provide to it because it's a span. Okay, so every time we're going to upload a file, it will look quite similar to this one. So finally, I can take this off from here because it's not static. We need to make it dynamic. So I'm going to take it off from here. Okay, and I'm going to paste it to a notepad. Okay. So guys, next thing we need to include the Jquery file and the file drop plugin to our index file. So I'm going to say script type to text/javascript and a source to js/jQuery 1.6.2.min.js. Okay, I believe this is the following. And the next thing we need is our Jquery file drop plugin. So I'm going to go to JS and I'm going to copy the file name from here. And we're gonna write one more jQuery file, and I'm gonna name that one to custom.js. Okay, and inside this file we would be writing our like all our code in order to upload the file to the server. So out here I'm gonna create a new file, and I'm gonna say custom.js. Okay, we're gonna start our dollar function to make sure that DOM is ready before we run any kind of function. And I'm going to say alert something so that we can make sure we have included the file successfully. No, we have not. Check out the console. It says custom.js is not found. Okay, I have to say js/custom.js probably. Okay, it says yes now. That means we are able to include this file successfully right now. Guys, next thing we need is we need to run this particular plugin. So if you will go to GitHub again, you can actually check out the entire documentation or the example they have out here, how to do it. So I would be doing quite similar to this one. What we would be doing is we have to let the script know on which particular div we want to run this plugin functionality. So let's say we have this div uploads, okay, dot file drop, okay. So we have to actually pass some parameters. So I'm going to say the URL for the actual server file, the file which will store the images to our folders, or which will upload the files to the server, is the upload.php that we would be creating in a moment. The param name would be the actual name we need to pass to the server. So I'm going to say image file. And the next thing is a fallback ID. In any case, if you could be dealing with a different like a browser like Internet Explorer, and we just want to show a different uploader there, a very basic HTML1, so the ID of that one. So for now I'm going to say upload button. We'll be creating this div, don't worry about it. Next thing is how many maximum files we can let the user drag at one particular time. So I'm gonna say they can drag up to 5 numbers. Max file size, okay, would be 2 MB. We will not let any user upload files more than 2 MB. The next thing I'm gonna say upload finished. Once the upload is finished, what we want to do, we want to run a function. Okay, the function will take some parameters. That would be an I, the file, and the response we're going to get from the server. So let me say alert response, so that we can actually check what response we are getting, or better we can say console.log response. Okay. The next thing is we need to write this particular upload.php file, and it's gonna be quite simple. You don't have to do anything fancy out there. So I'm gonna say upload.php. I'm gonna say dollar file name will be equals to dollar file image file. Okay, the particular name that we wrote out here, that's image file. Next thing, the upload directory would be the uploads. Okay, then I'm gonna say new new file name. Okay, I would be saying this would be current time, so that we are not duplicating any files. So if I'm gonna upload 2 files with the same name, it actually gonna take both of them, because we are appending the current time in the front of the file. So I'm gonna say current file underscore dollar file name, the actual name of the file. Okay, then I'm gonna say if move uploaded file. This is actually a PHP function that will let you move the uploaded files to your server directory. So I'm going to say move uploaded file dollar file name, take the temporary name of the file, and here I'm going to say new, that needs to be upload directory dot new file name. Okay, if you are able to move that particular file, then go ahead and echo JSON encode. Guys, every data is JSON encoded, so we need to make sure we are echoing it out in a JSON encode way. So here, needs to be J. Okay, I believe it's fine. We can actually go ahead and we can run it and see if we have any errors or not. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag a file from here. Minimize it, drag it here to the bottom. Now I'm going to drag this file. It says unexpected error from the server. Check out why. It says syntax error on line 9. Okay, we can actually check it out. We are not actually closing the if statement here. So one more try, refresh the page. It says, again, there is an error, my gosh. It says undefined variable file on line number 3. Here. File is equals to $files image file, guys. I'm really sorry. That was a stupid mistake I can never have. Okay, so here it shows the name of the file that we actually uploaded to the server. It says 054234, the current time right now, and the name of the file that we uploaded. So if I'll go back to my uploads folder, out here I have one file. So now we can actually play with it, guys. I'm gonna copy this pan from here instead of here. So instead of doing console.log, I'm gonna say $id files area dot append this particular span, and here instead of saying desert.jpg, I'm gonna say uploads plus response that we are getting. Okay, so come back, refresh the page, and try one more upload. Let's see what happens this time. So I'm going to upload this file. It appended this file here. I'm going to upload the jellyfish. I'm going to append that one. I'm going to append this cute polar bear, some penguins, and all of them are here. And if I'll go back to my server, all of them are here as well. And guys, next thing we need to do is, if you're going to run the same code to the Internet Explorer, it's not going to do anything. So the best thing we can do is out here on the top, we can run a kind of a query or a check, I would say, that's going to check whether this particular browser supports this drag and drop functionality or not. So I'm going to say error. If there is an error, run a function. Okay, and the function going to take the error and the file. Okay, these are the two parameters that we need. So we're going to run some switch statements here. So I'm going to say switch the error. They're going to be the very first case. And the case would be browser not supported. Okay, and if you guys want, you can actually check out the entire list of errors that you can check. So there is a switch, browser not supported. Okay, and there is too many files too large, so you can actually check all of them. So I'm gonna say right now I'm gonna work with browser not supported, and instead of saying alert, I'm gonna say $id files area dot append your browser does not support this loader. Try a different one, dude. Okay, so we can do it. Let's see. Then we need to break it as well. So I'm gonna say break it here. Don't keep on running and running and running. Yeah, we need to break it. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open my ugly duckly Internet Explorer that I hardly work with and I don't ever want to work with. See, okay, there is the uploader. I want to drag a file and let's see what happens. No, it's doing some ugly stuff here, so just go back. Okay guys, I'm really sorry, actually my browser got hacked, so That's the reason, I have to pause the video. Okay, so if you are, dragging the file here, it's saying browser does not support this uploader, and actually we are getting this message. And the one mistake I made is after the error, I have to actually, give it a comma out here, because this particular function is not ending out here, it's actually continuing. So I have to, append a comma out here. So if you guys don't have this comma, just append it here and it's gonna work. And I believe, guys, this is the quite simple way to create a drag and drop file uploader. If you guys have any question, don't forget to put comments on my YouTube channel. I will see you guys next time.